How's it going, everyone? Skipper VR here. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and today we're going to be reviewing the new Impulse Gear game, Larcenauts. Now, as many of you may know, I was really looking forward to this game. It looked kind of like Overwatch, which is one of my most played games of all time, and to finally have something like that in VR was really exciting to me. But does this game meet my expectations? Let's find out. Before we get into it, I'm actually doing an Oculus Quest 2 giveaway that ends on July 3rd, so that's this Saturday, so go be sure to enter right now. Okay, so warning, right now all this is just my opinion. My goal is not to make anyone upset or cause any conflict. I just want to share my thoughts on this game. Alright, Larcenauts, it stinks. It's lazy, it's full of bad design choices. You know, I really wanted to love this game, but I just can't. This game is just so full of problems and I can't think of anything positive to say about it. So what I'm going to do is share all of my problems with this game in kind of a list format. So here we go. Right off the bat, the first thing I noticed is how goofy all the characters look from a first person perspective. Like, look at this. Her arms are super skinny and tiny, but her hands are huge. Like, she has Mickey Mouse style hands. It just looks unnatural. Now, it really isn't like this with all the characters, but when this is the first thing you see, it's super off-putting. Also, the tutorial room looks awful. I was mind blown that the developers actually thought this was okay to put in the game. It just looks so unnatural. Like, it looks really poorly made. But besides that, the tutorial is just kind of alright. It seems like it's kind of ripping off the Population 1 tutorial, which, keep in mind, I'm going to be comparing these games a lot together in this video because they're really more similar than you think. They're both FPS games that really don't have a focus on simulating realistic combat and more of an arcadish feel. Also, they're the same price, so I'm going to be comparing them a lot. But yeah, their tutorials have like a similar feel, except Population 1 has like really good execution on it. Now, the main menu or lobby really doesn't do anything for me. It's kind of bland and basic. It seems like not a lot of effort went into it. But the one thing that like really upset me for some reason is the fact that you have to like pick up like a laser pointer to actually like click on all the different stuff in the menus instead of the pointer just kind of coming out your hand or something like that. Like, I literally haven't played a game that has had something like that, so I was just so confused. I mean, I'd probably get used to it, but it was just kind of annoying to get used to. Alright, let's actually talk about the gameplay real quick. Now, all the hero characters in this game just kind of feel half-assed to me. Like, none of them actually feel interesting to play. Like, the first character you can be able to play as, Kalima, is just kind of boring. She's just a Tracer ripoff, but she doesn't really flow that well. Like, her character just feels very stiff, and I think that's a problem with all the other characters. They all just feel very stiff. Now, I'm sorry, definitely the most boring character in this game is definitely Evander. He really just doesn't do that much in order to get used to, and maybe I'm just really bad at that character, but I just had no fun with him at all. Like, the only character in this game that isn't somewhat boring is Vod. Even though he isn't the best, he does have some cool gameplay elements. And I love how in the description of the trailer on YouTube it says that these characters have larger than life personalities. That is not the case. I can't remember anything about these characters and I played the game for like 3 hours. Like, they're just so uninteresting. One thing that I don't get that a lot of people are saying is how competitive this game is. I'd say like 90% of the matches I played with, at least one person would leave and everyone would be talking about how bored they are. Like, no one was taking this seriously at all. And maybe that's where it went wrong, for me at least. And the maps on this game, I have nothing to say about them. They're bad. They're so poorly designed. Like, they're just so boring. Like, once you get into the game, you have no idea where to go. There's no flow to the maps whatsoever. They're just bland maps with no defining characteristics at all. Now, I don't love comparing this game to Overwatch that much because Blizzard is one of the biggest game studios of all time, but if you're gonna copy Overwatch so much, at least make the maps good like Overwatch. And the one thing that really made me upset is the animated sprinting. Like, I don't know why this upset me so much, but it just looked so goofy and took away from the game so much, but they did actually add a way that you can turn that off. But if you're going to have that in the game, at least have it on day one. Like, a lot of people were telling me not to get upset about this because they're fixing it, but don't add that day one because a lot of people are going to get really upset by that. And one more thing, apparently Larcenauts had a very big problem with the Steam VR launch. Like, they weren't ready to drop it on Steam VR at all, but all of their profit was going to be coming from the Quest 2, so they're like, oh, let's just drop it on this date anyway, because most of our players are going to be on the Oculus Quest 2, which just kind of sucks to see Steam VR players not getting the same treatment as Oculus Quest players. It's just really disappointing to see because I was really looking forward to this game. I really hope the developers take it into their hands to fix it, but who knows if they'll actually do it. But they are capable of making good games because they made Farpoint, which I've heard is a really good game. Even though I haven't had my chance to play it yet, I heard it was actually pretty good. If you weren't a fan of Larcenauts, I'd suggest you go check out Hyperdash. This game was leagues better than this game when it was only on SideQuest, but now it's actually on the Oculus platform and Steam VR, so go check that one out if you didn't like this game. So yeah, for Larcenauts, I'm thinking a 1 out of 10. I really won't be returning to this game because I don't think it can be fixed. I think it's just boring, and I think it's going to stay like that for a very long time. I'm hoping another game in the future can actually get this kind of genre correct, but who knows, we'll have to wait and see. Alright, so that's going to be it for today's video. It's been kind of a while since we've done a negative review, so it was kind of interesting to record. Did you like this game? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to have a conversation with you. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it that thumbs up, and of course, if you didn't, it wouldn't hurt to let me know why. If you like what you see, be sure to hit that subscribe button for more awesome VR content coming up in the future. Have an absolutely amazing day, have fun exploring that virtual world, and as always, take care.